Because he's kindly left us a clue, Watson. I think? What is it? Oh, yes. So, yes, what do you think of that? Well, there's the missing piece of Catherine Keller's apron, as far as I can see. But how do you know that the murderer left it there? I think the murderer must have wiped his bloody hands on it and deposited it here on his way fleeing from the murder. Oh. Watson, do you not remember my momentary disappearance up close in Dorset Street? Well, yes, but knowing the weakness of your bladder, I simply deduced the moral nature. There was a sink there. Oh, you weren't there? No. I arrived quick enough to see the blood in evidence there. Oh, I see. I say, Holmes, what do you think of this? What does it say? The Jews are the men that will not be blamed for nothing. Is that a cryptic clue left by the murderer or just a timely coincidence? Watson, don't you think it fanciful that the murderer would stalk the streets of London, armed with a piece of chalk, looking for a suitable surface on which to scrawl such a message? Well, I don't know. If he were to leave a message at all, it would be more likely to have been left at the scene of the crime. And it would have taken the form of some boast about the murders or some taunt to the police.
Yeah, well, I don't agree, Mr. Holmes. I think he's goading us.
Goading you, Inspector?
Yes, the message was spotted at 2:55 AM by PC Alfred Long, and he swears it wasn't there on his earlier patrol at 2:20 AM. He's trying to tell us something, gentlemen. It's just a matter of decoding exactly what it is.
Take my advice, Inspector, and have this offensive daub removed at once, for it clearly bears no relation to the murders.
Oh yes, I agree. I think we will have to remove it, even just to keep the interests of public peace.
Very wise, Inspector. However, this piece of apron paints a very different picture. For I believe it was dropped by the murderer, deposited on his way home, possibly. May mark his route home. Yes, well, thank you, Holmes. I think, gentlemen, can excuse me, I'll be off now. I fear that if I delay much longer, I shall return and find that Mrs. Watson has had all the locks changed. Shouldn't he?
Yes, good night.
Well,
thank you very much for your assistance this evening. It's been much appreciated.
Yes, and what was your name again?
Forgotten. Abeline. Patrick George Abeline.
Nice to meet you. How's your mother?
Operation's very well. Thank you.
Well, blessed you.
Yes, I think we're best. And in fact, one of my officers will escort you to the bus stop.
All right, thank you very much. Well, good night.
Good night. Good night.
Well, before we too head for our beds, perhaps you would lay before me the details of this latest slaughter.
Yes, that's just the word for it, Mr. Holmes. PC Edward Watkins, who discovered the body at 1:44 AM, described it as being ripped up like a pig in the market. The unfortunate victim's name was Catherine Edwards.
Catherine Edwards, the same woman who had locked up for public drunkenness yesterday.
Yes, that's quite right. She was brought in at 8:45 PM and placed in a police cell to sleep it off.
And released at 1 AM to find her own way home.
Well, I can't take responsibility for that decision, Mr. Holmes. Anyway, shortly before 1 AM, PC George Hutt considered her to be in a sober state and he released her. 8 minutes later, she found herself 2 roads away, Mike from here and Mitre Square. Once again, the throat had been cut, so deeply in fact that the head was nearly severed from the body. The abdomen was ripped open and the intestines drawn out and placed over the right shoulder. Her face had been savagely mutilated and the right ear was cut through, as was the tip of her nose.
And I suppose now, due to the location of this particular murder, the City of London police will have to be brought into the investigation.
Oh, yes, quite, yes.
Well, that will be all, Inspector. Thank you. I feel that the net is slowly beginning to move in on our murderer.
Yes?
Yes.
Good night. Good night.
Ah, the bus.
Right, well, I suppose it's down to you, Frederick George Abeline, to keep the peace in these neighbourhoods. Let's all get on straight.